That's the plan.
How's it, hey guys? We are trying something different on your Woensdag. Something a bit of a change from the mundane. So we've come down to Canoe Main Beach. We're going to see what's out there, what's in the surf, what's in the water. We've got a special guest with us today, imported all the way from Port Elizabeth. Quite an impressive set of credentials. I'll put them up on the screen now. So we're just going to give you a rundown on what our strategy is and why. It is new moon, spring low tomorrow. It was high tide at 3:30 this afternoon and low tide 9:30. The time is now just after 6.
Alright, what we're going with here, chaps, is a 6-ounce sinker, bite trace, just in case there might be something else, with a little dingle at the bottom. And yeah, I'll do an upside down chocker bait. And yeah, that's going to be the start. And we'll see what happens after that. Show you guys the bait when it's done.
So we've got quite an intense competition tonight. If I haven't introduced him yet, this is my Uncle Kevin. Kev, how long have you been fishing league for?
About 7 years now.
Down it.
Oh, damn it.
What just happened?
Oh,
It squirted.
the man's cooling just exploded.
That was interessant. Well, Kev, that can of Coke was very impressed with your credentials. What were you saying?
Yeah, no, I said it's most probably 8 years, 8 years now.
And you've achieved your masters for fishing?
Yeah, I was chosen for the triangle team fishing this year.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just overall, and we're gonna fish I think October. Well, depending on the COVID and what happens.
Yeah.
End of October, beginning of November is the plan to fish.
So what are the credentials to qualify for a masters or to receive your masters?
It's on the point system, and you see how you do. Like this year, I ended 4th in the EP in my division.
Just well done.
So yeah, it's just, over the 3-year period they take your stats, they have a look at that, and then you get picked according to the criteria, obviously where you ended, and that's what it is.
So the competition is going to be quite tough. As you can see, we've got the silver bullet who knows his stuff, who's going to teach us a thing or two. Then we've got Barbel-man. Barbel-man? How many years have you been fishing league?
0.
Okay, even me, hey? So we got the same handicap.
But I have been fishing since I was like 4 years old.
I feel like that's also very impressive. It's many years. Can you just talk us through your trace setup while you're busy there?
Trace setup, we're going basically the same sliding sinker, 4.0 cone sinker for fishing on sand, 5.0 dingle dangle. We are fishing for cob, hopefully. Cob, I know there is quite a bit of shad in the water. The float is just to get the bait up a little bit closer to the surface, off the ground. Hopefully not to catch any barbels or flatfish.
I feel like you may have been adopted my strategy here with the extra bit of flotation.
This is actually yours I'm doing for you.
Ah, thank you. You can stay. And then your setup?
My setup will basically be the same, except I will not be fishing with the extra float. I will just be fishing with plain chocker bait, black chocker baits, just to get that smell in the water. It is a full moon, new moon, spring low at 9.
Wait, that was a bit confusing.
It is new moon, spring. It is full, but it's black.
You just can't see it. But
You just can't see it. It is there somewhere. It's like aliens. They're there, but you can't see them.
So black chocker baits in the water, nice smell, see what's biting, hoping for cob. I'm going to do a stuffed baby chocker.
Stuffed baby chocker.
Which is stuffed with a pilchard. And as Stefan said, and he's kindly doing for me, he's adding extra float. So we're going to get that extra height in the water. I want it sort of in the mid. This was advised to me. Quick shout out to the wizard at work, Bev. Hopefully I dominate tonight and I'll catch the biggest fish.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Remember guys, it's not a competition, but if we win, it's a competition.
Yeah. Yeah. I was standing the last time watching my niece catch all the fish. Well, I didn't have a video camera to take videos, but yeah.
It happens every weekend to me, Uncle.
Yeah.
Just because it wasn't on the internet doesn't mean it wasn't true. Hey guys, it really happened.
Okay, Rox, you need to film this. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, this is now a very versatile bait, which basically anything in the water will pick up. And what I basically do is just give it a couple of feelers and then beat a bit of chocker and then put it around. But what's important here obviously is to keep your clip as open as possible. Reason being, the guys sometimes pack the bait too much around that clip, and when you clip your sinker, it actually lands and it just stays, it doesn't unclip.
Oh.
So you're sitting with a situation where your bait's right against your sinker. You might get the pickup, but the fish won't really, they won't commit to something like that unless obviously it's a shark or something and they don't really care. But yeah, so what we normally do is just make sure that the bottom of the clip, where you're going to clip it, that part is nice and open so that when you clip it doesn't affect your sinker coming loose. And yeah, basically what I do is I don't pack this too much. I tenderize a bit of chocker and have a look, and it's a small nice bait, but obviously it can produce big results.
Yes,
that's what it looks like
very neat
on a little dingle dangle. So you've got the feelers in the water,
yeah,
and you probably, if the water's coming, you've got vibration as well, which is caused by these feelers, and yeah, it should produce a bite. Let's go and have a look.
Right, best of luck to you, Uncle Kev.
Thank you, thank you.
Do we call you Obi-Wan or Parawan or Mr. Miyagi?
Whatever you want to do. Whatever suits you.
And anything nibbling yet?
Not a bite.
Not a bite. Ooh, yeah, that's a little bit chilly,
Cool,
eh?
It's chilly a bit.
It has been an interesting start already. I have just seen a fairly sizable swimming prawn in the water as I was exiting. But now he's gone. Okay, so there you have it. There's my stuffed baby chocker with pilchard. Extra float on a dingle dangle, nice cone sinker. I haven't gone for a steel trace. Hopefully I don't regret that decision just now. For those of you who don't know, I am fishing with a Shimano Saragosa 6000. That is paired with a black velvet braid and the Assassin Bluefish Special. Okay, Stefan, talk us through your setup there.
What I've got is a
Check out, let's look at your baits.
14.6 Makara Blue.
Yeah.
Bait is just a basic chocker, dingle dangle, cone sinker, 5.0 PKK circle hook.
Right, and your
And
reel?
now obviously I'm fishing with a Big Boss 8000. Yeah, great setup.
Very well balanced.
We're targeting edibles, not going for non-eds really. So,
Let's see what happens. Okay, all three lines are in the water. Is game on. There comes something.
Surfing USA.
It's a barbel.
It's a barbel.
It's a barbel. Hey!
That was nice.
It's at least it's a big one, Kev.
Nothing to look at.
At least it's a big one.
That's not good.
Well, isn't it true that if the barbel are there, the cob are there?
Yeah, that's debatable. Okay, quite a good cast. I think I'm about 100 meters out, 120, somewhere around there. So let's see over the back. There's a chocker bait. Let's see what happens.
It's on. I'm coming.
You're on there.
Thank you. I need my headlamp, please. Yeah. Can somebody just shine on my reel? Okay. And then somebody in the water, so that everybody can see.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Feels like a barbel, eh?
Could be. So it's a species that we don't want. It's actually coming to bite now.
Little bit of a head shake. It's coming towards us. There it is.
Quite close here. What have we here?
A barbel! Is mine bigger though?
It looks like it.
Ew! A monster.
Hold this lamp rock.
Don't stab me, man. Ooh!
No, just hold the lamp.
Oh, please be careful.
That's good. I'm just going to get my thumb in his mouth like that, and then you release him like that. And it's quite lively, so you should just stay put, hopefully. Not in our direction.
Yeah. And he's gone. Jeez, guys. Whew.
Nice rocks, you know that you're stealing my limelight here by taking my barbel.
I think mine was slightly bigger than yours, Kev.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Uh-oh. Just after 7?
Yeah, I think another 5 minutes and we'll do a bit of a check.
So, little status updates. Kev cast into the shipping lane just now, and we expected lots of action, but it's quiet. We don't know if it's the bait or what's happening out there. Mine's been sitting for a while as well. Absolutely nothing, no barbels or anything. Stefan had a nice little tug, but we assume a barbel, but nothing came out. So we're going to try new strategies, possibly new baits, maybe move a little bit more to the right of the bay, and yeah, see what happens. A bit of grass in the water, but I think it's because we're close to the actual river mouth, and with the outgoing tide it is going to pull that grass out. So we're going to try a little bit more to the right and hopefully fish on. Okay guys, as promised, we're changing strategies. Here comes the pilchard blob bait, done by the master.
A little different bait here. Cut 2 strips, depending on what you feel. It can be long, it can be short. Only the longer one will work better. Righto. Pick it up. Obviously put it on upside down on the dingle. What I've actually found works better for me is I put the chock on first, and then I'll bolt around that. So yeah, grab a little bit of cotton here.
I'm running up.
Okay. Get a bit of cotton there. Okay. And maybe just tie that one off.
Okay, so you're starting with 2 sort of makeshift tentacles?
Basically 2 little feelers coming up there.
Okay.
Okay, and then the pilchard I actually find which works the best for me. So what you want to do with it is you want to cut it off right behind the head straight. Okay, keep that for later. And you want to do a little bit of a belly right there, thicker. Alright. Basically what you can do is you can just take your finger. Obviously you want to get the gills out. It's quite serious, and you can throw the rest away. Take a chocker hammer, just tap the gills, get all the blood going there. You can actually then just take the excess fins off. Just a bit of a neater action, right. And then you take this and you start. Take that. Close it towards this. Obviously as the bait defrosts you can actually form the bait a little bit better. Put that on with some cotton. You'll notice there's a lot of blood coming out this bait. Take one of those, thicker cutlets, put it that side. Okay, considering what's in the water now, we possibly could get a nice big barbel with this, but hopefully we might have a cob or something else that might be on the bite.
Hey, a fish is a fish when it's competition.
And then you just
you and
pack
I
it
both
around.
On the board.
Yeah, barbel man, we don't know what happened to him, but we're gonna talk to him now. Okay.
I don't see a big shiny fish on the end of the roof.
Okay, nothing at the moment, but we'll get there. And then the smaller fillets, pack around that.
So you're actually doing like a Tetris action here on the...
No, look, basically you want to just form your bait around your dingle. You've got flotation in the water, so obviously this is deadly for your blue rays when they summertime.
Yeah.
Good bait, go-to bait. But yeah, if you want to get a bit of smell in the water, then you just pack those gills that you've just chopped with the hammer a little bit.
This is very easy.
And then at the end of the day you're going to see basically if you leave this, obviously a frozen bait as it defrosts bleeds more, because the cotton, you mustn't be shy with the cotton, because the more you actually wrap it, the tighter it gets as the bait defrosts.
Yeah.
Obviously that causes more blood smell in the water. So at the end of the day what you're then basically left with is that, and there's a lot of smell, there's a lot of blood coming out there. So yeah,
and that does look flippin' deadly.
Should be good for a pull.
So we
yeah, you've got those feelers again there. And yeah, this is normally a go-to bait for me. It works pretty well.
So when the barbel are biting, this is the one you hit?
Flat out. Look
and
here.
then we should get some.
You cannot miss.
Bob.
That's it.
So we're just concerned about frostbite actually. So we're just checking the movement. The faster and the more sort of rhythmic this can move, the better. So clearly I'm just being dramatic, but yeah, guys, it is cold here.
Dramatic.
It is cold. Even the grandmaster is struggling here with the cottoning. Fingers are cold, man.
Yeah. Can't get you where I need to be. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually.
Must admit, guys, had a good laugh when I heard the whistles when I was running for refreshments. It was knees to chest, feet past ears, and unfortunately I made that effort for a barbel, but hey, you never know until you know, eh? Guys, lost cast. I'm expecting magic though. Absolute magic, because that bait looked really deadly. Hopefully not a barbel, hopefully something else. But bad, I could tell you it is cold. I feel like Rose on the Titanic. Yeah. Gonna wait. Smashing it, smashing it. Oh, it's gone quiet. Absolute trauma if I've lost this fish and I'm this cold. Quiet.
Big shit. Big shot.
No.
That would have been a big shit.
Oh, we're back, we're back.
Yes.
Yes, guy.
Wow.
Right, now I get to warm up a little bit. I was. Yes. Wait, don't be so negative.
Would have been an outdoor pub then, huh?
No, it's off now. Yo, Kev, that was a deadly bait. I reckon we're not gonna go now. Or maybe one more cast after this one. No, guys, it's still there. What? If it's a barbel, then we're going home. I don't know. Still there, definitely still there. Some head shake. Some nice head shake. Maybe it was just swimming towards us. There it is. I can see some movement. What is that? Barbel. Barbel chi. You know what? At the end of the day, at least I've got two fish. I think I'm ahead, Kev. And this beast is even bigger than the last one.
Wait, hold up here.
Got you?
Stick my finger in this.
You see, this is a beast barbel, man.
Monster barbel.
Please don't get stung. Look how fat he is.
No, you must just open your fucking mouth so you get it.
Ooh, he's a fatty. Yeah, no other species tonight, guys. That's quite sad, eh?
It is cold, by the way. Like, legit, it's cold. Roxy is nice and warm. She hasn't been in the water yet.
Kaka's been in the water. I can just edit that out, so it's actually fine.
Yeah. Oh, you can say whatever you want. I'm not going to put